Okay, so welcome all. Today we have the webinar, and then the agenda is metadata. So metadata is a master data management and data services solution. So we really value your time that you have given your precious time here, and we will try to make use of this time so that at least you basically take something out of this webinar. And I'm sure that almost all of you in your SAP journey so far, you might have faced certain issues with the master data. So we basically will be covering. So how we will do is we will divide this entire webinar in 3 parts. So the first part of the webinar, we will run you through a PowerPoint presentation. And once the PowerPoint presentation is over, then we will again get into a demo. So once you basically we have the live demo. Post that, what we will do is we will get into a question and answer session, and we'll keep the webinar open for question and answer. And then let's say some of you are still trying to find certain questions. So our marketing and sales team will help you arranging one-to-one webinar or one-to-one presentation for you. Okay, so this is how basically we will go. So without wasting any further time, so let us go and then do a deep dive in metadata. So this is where the presentation starts. So this is where the presentation starts. So today we are going to cover metadata. So it's a custom add-on built on top of SAP for master data. Hello. Can everybody mute their mic? Okay. So today we are going to cover metadata. So metadata is a custom add-on built on top of SAP, and it is a master data management and data services solution. So what do we mean by master data management and data services? We'll cover in subsequent slides, but this particular product is designed only for SAP customers. Okay, so this is how, and this is what we are going to cover. So as part of agenda, we will cover certain stories that we have faced with some of our customers. We'll also tell you about why master data management is required. Then we'll basically get into the solution part of it. What is metadata and what are its features? What is its roadmap? And finally, we'll basically get into the demo part. So we have kept, this presentation will be shared with you post this webinar. So, we have kept certain stories that, tells us why master data management or master data governance is, why it is so much importance. So, for one of the customers, like we have mentioned, two customers, two situations or two customers. So basically one customer was for Western India and another a customer was for Northern India. So basically what was happening for the Western region customer, they were getting orders from different parts of the company. So they had a lot of plants. So they had some plants in Kolkata. They had one plant in Coimbatore. They had another plant in Vizag, they had another plant in I think Mumbai, Pune region. So what was happening is customers were booking orders, and there were teams who were taking orders. And then based on that, they had a lot of variants of same product. So they were basically trying to create the master data without understanding that that master data might already be present in their system. And with time, I think during a course of 7-8 years, They had around 70,000 odd materials in their system. And against each material, there were some transactions that got executed. So it was becoming day and day, day by day, it was becoming impossible for them to, get the reports out of it. Because there were so many duplicates, though there were so many this one, they started facing a lot of business losses. And that is where they have thought that we will go for complete SAP implementation. So, so we were basically involved in that project. So I know that was one of the story of one of the customers in Western India, and that was a gear manufacturing company. So I'm not here to divulge the details, but they are a prominent gear manufacturing company. So in the situation too, there was a tire manufacturing giant, was based in northern India, and they had asked us to implement vendor portal. So vendor portal, basically they had asked us to implement. Once we implemented vendor portal, all the functionalities were tested with few of the vendor master, and it was working very, very perfectly. What happened is, like, once they planned for rolling out to all the other vendors, what we have seen was like the vendor master was not updated properly. So the data was completely, some data was there in Excel, some data was there in SAP, some data was there with some user, some data was there with other user. So, for everything we have to, what we did is we set up a, we set up a call center. We started calling all the vendors. We asked them to come for meeting. We started getting the data from them, and then after so much effort, we were able to at least bring the data to some level, and then the entire project was basically delayed because of this master data issues for almost 3-4 months. So this is the, these can be the outcome of having having poor quality of data. If you are not having a proper master data, you might be facing these problems. So you will lose time, you will lose profits, you will basically incur a lot of cost, and you will miss a lot of opportunities if you don't have the proper master data in your system, in your SAP system. So this was the background of some of the stories that I have told, and then we have come across many stories like this in our journey. However, I have kept only 2 stories because otherwise stories will take few hours here. Okay, so here you are already aware of these things, like what is master data. So master data are the data which does not change frequently in your system. So like every module, you have master data. You have master data in material management. You have master data in sales and distribution. You have master data in financials. You have master data in plant maintenance. Everywhere, you have master data, and then you execute transactions against the master. Then in order to manage, master data, you have master data management solution. Okay, so there are so many solutions that are available in the market. Okay, some of the solutions are very expensive, and some of the solutions are basically having integration challenges. Some of the, for some of the, solutions, it is difficult to find consultants. So that is where this entire idea of developing of master data governance or master data management product popped up, and then we started working on this. We also talked about another terminology, that is data services. So which is also data cleansing. So for example, any master data management product you go, they will definitely offer a flexible workflow. They might offer you duplication checks and all. But what sometimes they miss to offer is what will happen to the existing data. Okay, today, let's say we have implemented master data management. So from today onwards, whatever master data we create, they will have adequate quality. They will basically go through certain processes and it will be made sure that they are of optimum quality. But what about the data that is already present in the system? So what we are going to do for that? So for that, we have come up with certain reports, and we are committed to take this data services to another level. And these data services reports will be very helpful for you once you are planning to go from either ECC to S4HANA or from, let's say, S4HANA one release to another release. So whenever you are planning such activities, these data services report will help you a lot. So we will go to the next slide. So we have talked about it, that without master data management solution, your master data can be inconsistent, it can be incomplete, it can have a lot of duplicates, and it can be incorrect. So, and basically, all these issues can lead to huge losses. So in a nutshell, the solution that we have brought, is basically named as metadata. And this solution basically is the solution for the problems that we have discussed. So this is the first step that you should take now. Okay, you should not basically think much. You should take a step now, and then you should start thinking of resolving your master data, because most of you might be either planning to go for S4HANA, or if you have moved to S4HANA, you are really you are really expecting on optimum performance, optimum use of your S4HANA system. So this is the time where you have to make a decision to implement a master data management solution. And master data management, like metadata, is a master data management solution. It has these functional offerings. For example, it has a flexible workflow. So all the workflow needs that you have, everything will be supported here. Even if we are missing something while we are doing implementation, your requirement will be catered. So that is our commitment, that we are going to cover each and every workflow need of your organization. Then since it is developed using SAP Fiori user interface, so we have tried to keep it simple. So we have not tried to make it complicated, so that it is easy for users to use this. We also have duplication checks, and there are various type of duplication checks we can perform. We can perform duplication checks on description also. So we will talk about that in detail during our demo. It also has data cleansing reports, so which we have termed as data services. So it has data cleaning reports. It basically has alerts. So for a lot of scenarios, alerts can be triggered. For example, one example can be there is a field which is a critical data field. For example, price of a material. You can categorize price of a material as a critical data field, and you can trigger alerts. And in a lot of situations, you can trigger alerts. So and these alerts can be in the form of either SMS, email, or it can also be a push notification, similar to WhatsApp messages that, once I send you a WhatsApp message, it appears on top of your screen. So those sort of free push notifications also can basically be integrated here. It is already there. So we also have come up with certain analytics. So there are KPI dashboards, and whenever we are going for an implementation, we will see that what is your need, and if there are certain more KPIs, we will do a study, and if this is really needed, we will be happy accommodating those additional analytics. So the next one is, this is happening, and this is basically we are trying to take it to the next level. And that is additional business rules. You might have certain business rules already implemented in SAP system, but there can be a lot of additional business rules. For example, you might be willing to do GST number validation, against PAN number validation for vendors. So you can, you might be willing to do certain PIN code validations. You might be trying to do certain, certain more validations which are not there in currently in existing SAP system. And as a result of that, you might be facing a lot of problems. So we have made the business rules framework very simple, and you will be able to define your own custom business rules at user level. So you don't need a ABAP guy to define the business rule. You yourself can define business rules, and then you can go to the next level. This solution is entirely logged. So whatever changes that you make, that will be logged, and later you can take out the log reports. It is not necessary that you have to basically go ahead and create the material master one by one. You will be able to do mass upload. At one shot, you will be able to create hundreds of material also, depending on your need. Then, we will also tell you, and then basically we'll also show you how we have made the data entry easy for our users. Then the solution is kept very flexible. We have basically now covered 10 to 12 master data, but the flexibility is given to accommodate any master data in very less time. So we will be talking about dynamic user interface and all. But what I'm saying is the solution is kept very flexible to accommodate your custom needs. And we also have basically integrations. So let's say you are working in a multi-system landscape. So whatever master data that gets generated here, that basically can be exposed to another system via APIs. So that basically facility we have also given. So we'll go to the next slide. So on the left hand side, we have kept some screenshot of vendor creation. So we are talking about, we have given the overview. So as I said that this solution is built using SAP Fiori. The backend is your SAP ECC or S4HANA. Okay. And basically, we are giving you an overview of what all it consists of. So obviously, it's a custom add-on built on SAP Fiori. It does not have any license fees. So whatever licenses that you have, we will be using those licenses, and then we will give you basically the access of this application. Right. So we have already talked about the functional offerings. So I will not repeat that. So, we'll go to the next slide. So as we said that, it is very easy to basically, it's very easy and flexible solution. So we have basically given, dynamic user interface. So this, what do I mean by dynamic user interface is like, let's say you want to do certain customization on top of this screen. Or maybe, tomorrow we have given you some 50 fields on your screen. You want 5 additional fields. So it is basically configurable. It is not that, you have to go and then ask help from a wrapper. So even a slightly technical guy can go and then configure the system. Okay. So, and then as I said that UI is basically mobile compatible. Okay. And we have, the roles and authorizations, everything is in place. So those guys who are responsible for, certain, accesses or certain roles, they will be able to execute only those sort of activities, or they will be able to take only those sort of actions, right? So as I said that, we have provided a flexible workflow. So this flexible workflow offers deadline monitoring. It has parallel processing. It has escalation process. It offers substitutions. It offers bulk approval. It has log workflow log and history, and you can capture user comments. Okay, so whatever is expected from a flexible workflow concept, everything is covered over here. Okay, so for example, let's say you have defined an SLA. So you have defined an SLA that, let's say, there are 4 levels of approval for material master creation. And at each level, you define certain SLA that, for example, for level 1, you want the person not to take more than 1 day, right? So system is basically, system is configured in such a way that you can trigger alerts if there is an action that is delayed. Okay, so additional possibilities are there that if somebody is not taking action in the stipulated time, that work item can move from one user to another user automatically. So all those are configurations which basically are offered through metadata. So additional features or more features we talk about, we have duplication check, we have additional data services reports, data cleansing reports, we have critical data, we can define critical data, and then those critical data, once it is tried to change, it can trigger a workflow again. We have attachments functionality, we have a lot of reports and dashboards, and we provide notifications. So as part of the roadmap, we have kept it open. We will keep identifying the additional needs of customers, and we'll keep improving and innovating on master data management. We have a thought process where system can automatically tell you about the health of your data. So we will be giving you certain reports to which basically will give you information that what are the potential challenges that is being found in the existing SAP system without your intervention. So those sort of reports are in pipeline. So you might have certain questions which we are willing to answer over here only. So first of all, whether it's a managed solution. Yes, it's a managed solution. What is the data access and security guarantee? So as we said that, it is built on SAP Fiori. So it is nothing but a collection of SAP Fiori applications. So data access and security is guaranteed by SAP. Whether it has multi-language support options, so whatever languages SAP supports, all those languages will be supported over here. What is the licensing model? So it is one-time fees with AMC, no increase in fees because of licenses. Okay, so it is one-time product and implementation fees that you have to pay to us along with the AMC that we will be signing with you. But there will be no increase in fees because you increase the number of users. What is the infrastructure requirement? So, let's say you are a SAP S/4HANA customer and you are using SAP Fiori. So you already have a separate gateway, so you don't have to invest additionally on a separate gateway server. And what is the support to additional, for example, if you have other system landscape? So whatever data we are creating over here on the final, once the final approval is in place and the material master is created or it is changed. So in that case, the notification or the information can be shared with other systems. Okay, so this is basically some of the information, which high-level information which we wanted to share. In the next slide, we are talking about why you have to choose Airdit and why you have to use basically metadata. So why Airdit you can read by yourself. Why metadata? One-time budget-friendly license fees. Future support costs will be lesser as it does not require MDG consultants. No separate hardware required for installation. And kill two birds with one stone. You have the master data management solution and you have the data services solution with one tool. and you basically will, you will be moving very fast. The deployment will be very quick. So, and we can basically go in phases, master by master. Okay, and the user interface is fully mobile compatible, and these are lightweight applications. So this is the technical architecture, which basically is nothing but Fiori architecture. So if you are already using SAP Fiori landscape in your system, so you already might have a gateway server, and on this gateway server you will have you might have implemented front end components. So for the SAP Fiori customers, your system is already ready for going to metadata. Thank you, and we will basically move to our demo part. Okay, so I had already logged into the Fiori Launchpad. So you are able to see, right? You are able to see my screen. So can you see metadata on my screen?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Very good. So yeah, so as I said that, metadata is nothing but a collection of Fiori applications. So this is a Fiori Launchpad, which you can see. And here you have many Fiori applications. Okay. So we have kept one tile for metadata, and this tile is consists of lot of other, applications. So, for example, you are able to see on the left hand side, there are so many options that are coming over here. So let me explain you this screen first. So we have a home screen. Okay, so we have the on the left hand side, you are able to see home. You are able to see dashboards. You are able to see master data, approvals, reports, data cleansing, and everything. So this user, which I have currently logged in, is an admin user. So that's why he's getting all the options. So everything is role based over here. So for example, let's say some users are only responsible for approvals. They will be having access to only approval application. They will not have access of master data creation application. Okay. Similarly, you have the option of seeing into dashboards. So let's say you are in once I go inside, it shows you the analytics of vendor, material master, for all the different MDG master data. So you will have different dashboards. So you will be, assigned, to only applications or to the data which you are entitled for. So this is completely role-based application, which will be restricted to your use, right? So the first thing is like once we talk about this screen, here we have dashboards. Here we have master data creation part, master data approvals. We have reports. We have data cleansing reports. We have admin. So we have given the admin access also from here. For example, the configurations can be called from here. And we have kept certain settings over here, and we have notifications. So once you start, because it can be opened in your mobile devices also. So in mobile, you will also get push notifications. Push notifications is you can understand like WhatsApp notifications. So those sort of things, and we have support section over here. So that basically through that you can get in touch with us. So this is basically this screen all about. So first of all, we'll go to master data. So here you are able to see material master, vendor master, customer master, GL master, asset master, equipment master, bill of material, routing master. There are two more masters which are all also there. So we have not kept it over here. And as I said that any new master will be very easy for us to bring over here because of the dynamic dynamic UI concept that we have brought. Okay. So first of all, to give you a glimpse of here, you are able to see certain analytics on top of this tile where it is showing that, how many material the master is, requested. Okay, and out of that, what are the status of each request? So the concept goes like this. What happens is, as in when you request for a new master, either it's a material master or it is a vendor master, it does not create material directly. It will first create a request. Okay, so once the request is created, the entire request goes with an approval process, and post the required approval, post the final approval, your master data will get created and it will be available for use. Okay. So here on this screen, this is a manage master data screen. So manage material in the sense that here this application has this entire application has a lot of functionalities. For example, you can create single material from this screen. You can create single material in the sense single material request you can create from this screen. You can create, you can create multiple requests. Sorry, material, not material, multiple requests. One request, under one request, you can basically ask for many materials together. So for example, let's say you need 10 materials. So out of those 10 materials, what you do is you create an Excel file, you upload that Excel file. That entire 10 material will go with one material request for upload. So you will be able to do a mass upload over here. You will be able to ask for one material here. You will be able to change the existing material over here. You will be able to extend material. And this is also a display application where you will be able to see all the requests over here. So there are so many options that we have kept over here. So for example, what I will do is we will go and then try to create a material. So here the first concept that comes is template. So what we have done is we have given templates for you, and this is where we were mentioning that it helps in data filling. So you can assign default values against the template. And depending on which template you choose, system will copy the data from template to your screen, so that you don't have to fill many data, right? So this template concept is very good because based on certain parameters, for example, certain industry sector, certain plant, you wanted to define certain values which should get auto-populated so that users will not make more mistakes. What happens a lot of times, user entire intention is to create material master as soon as possible, but he's not filling the data properly. He is filling incorrect data. So what we have done is we have brought the template, concept where you will be able to maintain much data, and what will happen is the user will be able to either keep the data or he will be able to change the data also depending on the requirement. So let's say we go to the finished product. So here let's say we say that we need NFT 1. Client is 2000, material description is Samsung mobile, let's say. Okay, so we will do the validation. So this entire combination will be validated. So once the validation happens properly, what will happen is we will be able to get the entire screen. So again, as I said, that this is also role based. So you can fill this screen. Okay, so as I said that let's say you have template concept. So for example, all these values you can keep against the template so that you have to fill less value. We have not kept much values against our templates, but you can keep these values so that all these gets auto-filled. We also have the option similar to SAP ECC. You also have the option of copy from material. So you will be able to, for example, let's say we go here and we try to copy one material. Okay, so this is the material. Then plant is 2000. Storage location is 2000. Let's say sales organization is S001. And distribution channel is D1. Okay, so let's say what we do here is we say that something we name it as, because here we have kept in external number range. That's why it is asking for material description. Otherwise, if it is internal number range, then you will be able to define. You will be getting the material number post the final approval is taken place. So both the options are there: internal number range and external number. What happens is, like, once you say that copy copy that material to this material, so see, you are able to see all these data gets auto populated. Okay, there are so many data that got auto populated, right? So this is how the template concept and copy functionality this one is being implemented over here. So the next comes is the duplication check. So in the duplication check, you have multiple options. We have kept these options. Typically, this once we do implementation, we will send this duplication check all the options as backend configuration, because in your company you have to decide whether you wanted to go with fuzzy logic, means you wanted to go ahead with description level duplication check, or you wanted to go ahead with individual field level duplication check. For example, you wanted to do some old material number or some other field you wanted to keep reference for duplication check, or you wanted to go with field combination duplication, means the combination of text, description and field value. So all the possibilities are there. So this entire thing will go as a backend configuration, and you will not be able to choose like this. We have kept it for showing you what all options we have kept. Okay, so let's say we choose fuzzy logic. Okay, so once you choose fuzzy logic, then you are able to see that here what we have done is we have kept Samsung mobile. So it is showing that there is another material number which also have exactly similar material description, which is matching 100%. And the other material which basically is also written in a different way, Samsung Mobile 21, the percentage match is 81.6%. So this is the fuzzy logic duplication check. So here, what happens is it is saying that please change the material description because of the reason that we feel that, this because this is a 100% match. That's why it is not allowing us to proceed. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll try to write something over here and try to do a duplication check. What will happen is, now the duplication, what we have done is we have kept a, threshold value. Threshold value means in the sense that lesser than 70%. Let's say there is a 70 or 75%. We have kept one threshold value. If it is not 75% match, it will basically not give you the list of duplicates. So for example, this is again, as I said that this is a configuration. You can keep 10% even if it is matching 10%. If you want that, in the list, you can do that. Here, what we have done is we have kept some 75% match. If it is not matching, beyond 75%, that should not be part of the list. Okay, so here it has said that no duplication found. So you can go ahead and then try to create this material. So we got some errors. Okay, so all these errors are basically coming from existing SAP system. Okay, so what you can do is you can try to resolve all these errors one by one. Okay, and post that the material request will get created. Okay, so for example, what happens is once you fill the data up appropriately, what will happen is the material request will get created like this. So for example, you are able to see that this is one material request, and this material request consists of requests of one material. Okay. So for example, this is through this request, there is one material that is being requested, right? So whenever you fill the data properly, what will happen is the material request will get created. So here on the left hand side, you will be able to see that for example, if you wanted to filter based on status, you wanted to see only in process. This one in process request. So these many in process requests are there. Okay. So all these are individual material requests. For example, against one request, there is one material that is being asked for. Similarly, if you wanted to see, mass upload, these are the mass upload requests that are there. So for example, under one request, more than one materials are being asked for. Okay. And then wherever you see complete means the material number, this material number is already created in the system. Finally, after the full approval is in place, the final approval is in place, this material number got created in the system. So what I have shown you is the individual material creation process. The next part is mass upload. So you have, let's say you wanted to ask for more than one material, or you wanted to request for 10 materials together. Okay, so in that case, you can go ahead with the mass upload option. So in the mass upload option, you have the option of using templates. So for example, you can download the template. So once you download the template, then this Excel file will get downloaded. You can fill the data and upload it back. So what will happen is everything will come here. Certain there might be possibility that certain errors might happen. So all those things are being taken care of. So for example, out of 5 material that you have requested, 3 have got error, 2 are passed. So there are options given here where you will be able to correct, you will be able to correct certain, certain requests, and you will be able to proceed with those requests. Okay. I will reset this. Okay, so here, as I said that, the option is there of using mass upload using Excel file. Another one is, for example, let's say you wanted to ask for only 5 materials and you wanted to, for example, you wanted to proceed on the screen itself. So what is the difference between the Excel and this option is, in this option, what will happen is you will be able to, do validations, okay, validations on the screen itself, okay, because all the F4 help, everything will come over here. So in the Excel, you will not have the F4 help because you will be knowing the issues or errors once it is uploaded already. Then you have to take corrective action. But here, all the validations are also over here. OK, so you can just select and then request for many materials. So at a screen level, you will be able to ask for many material together. And you also have the option of uploading an Excel. Right. So what we'll do is we will, I hope everyone is with me. So Shraddha, can you confirm? Hello.
Hello.
Everyone
Yes,
is
sir.
with, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
Oh.
sir. We all are with you in this together.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure,
we're
sure.
listening.
Okay. So here only, in this application, you will be able to see that, for example, once you have created a request, you will be able to basically go inside and then, you will be able to see this one, the details of that, request. So now we have covered this, material master. So all the other masters, for example, vendor master, customer master, all are also developed using the similar concept. So here you have a lot of option, like you are having option of, let's say you have this request, you wanted to edit that request, that is a possibility. You wanted to withdraw the request, that is a possibility. You wanted to see who are the approvers, who are the approvers who are part of this, workflow process. You will be able to see that. So everything is, you will be able to, do a duplication check also here. Let's say once you have created, let's say one initiator has initiated that. Now he wanted to see the duplication check again. So that is also a possibility. He can select over here, for example. He will be able to select that item. He will be able to select that item. And then he will be able to perform the duplication check. So you see, no duplicates found. Threshold duplication percent as per system setting is greater than equal to 50%. So this is what I was telling you, that what we have done is we have kept a configuration. So this is you who will be defining that based on how much percentage this list will get generated. And you will be able to download that data also. So now, here only, as I said, that you have the option of changing changing existing material. So for example, you say that I wanted to change a material. So let's say you wanted to change a material. So as I said that, for example, if you are trying to change a critical field of that material, then in that case, what will happen is it will again trigger a workflow. So everything is a workflow control. You also have the option of extending a material. You have the option of, as I said, that mass upload. There are here also there are two options, as I said. One is screen-based mass upload, and the other one is Excel-based mass upload. And here master upload extension is also possible. For example, you have 10 material under one plant and you wanted to extend those material to another plant. So you have opened a new plant, you want to extend those material to another plant, that is a possibility. Okay, so we will try to wrap up this session by 4:15, guys. So here, as I said that we have covered the master data. Similarly, we have, approval applications. So in the approval applications, whatever, this one is there. So for example, for this user, I don't think that, any approval is assigned, but here you will be able to see that who are, for example, I will go here and then we'll show you here only. What will happen? What happens is, for example, here if you see this item, who are the approvers? So the Sarim is up, the approver. So once I log in as Sarim, I will be able to see, the approval portion. So I will be able to, approve or reject. Okay. So similarly, I will just try to, go faster now because it is already 4 o'clock. So here, in the approval portion, you will be getting all the requests that has come for approval by you, and you will be able to approve or reject. And this will be coming in your mobile device also. Then the next option that I have is the, for example, reports section. So in the reports section, for example, let's say. So for example, we go to material master report. So what happens is this is an administrative report. So through this report, you will be able to understand that as part of material master, how many requests are there, how many are in the ready state, how many there are in the error state, how many there are in process state, and how many are approved and complete state. So for example, once I click here, you will be able to get only ready state, request. So for example, 396 requests. For 396 requests, those are already completed, and we have got the final material number. Okay, you will be able to download and all those things. You will be also able to see who has approved this one. For example, here Challa 0185, which is QA head, has taken the action. So that sort of things are there. So I will also try to show you the approval application through another user. One second. So once I go here in Challa user, what will happen is this for this user, I might have certain requests which might be waiting for him to take action. Okay, so let me see here. Did you see? Here there are 13 material requests which are waiting for Challa, for Challa to take an action. For example, here you are able to see that, on the left hand side, all the requests are there. Okay, so for example, you have selected this request, and here you have the options of approve, reject, revoke, and he will also be able to see all the approvers which are, for example, once this guy approves, then there will be another approver, Akhil. He is also at level 1. Okay, this is how. So, and once he takes an action over here, so he will be able to take actions from here. And I just said that, all these are mobile enabled screens. So this will come into your mobile device also. So that request is gone from his list. and this is already approved. So this is how the approval process works. I have already shown you reports. We also have data cleansing reports. For example, you wanted to go and then see the data cleansing part. So here you will be able to see the entire list of uh, duplicates that the system has found. So for example, this is the reference material and there are 152 potential duplicate that is found by system. For example, I go to duplication list. So this is the reference material and these are the duplicate material. So now you consider this as duplicate material or this as duplicate material, that will leave it to you. You will be able to download this and you can go with analysis and then take a decision. Okay. We are also working on certain extension of this where we will be able to show you that in how many transactions, potential transactions, this material is being used so that it is easy for you to blocking some of the materials going forward. Okay, so this is related to your duplication check, which I was talking about existing data problems. The existing data problems are coming over here. Okay, so now we have tried to cover almost everything apart from dashboard. So these are some of the KPIs that we have brought over here. So for example, in the year 2022, how many materials got created each month? So that sort of analytics is being given over here. What is the average time being taken? Like let's say you have implemented master metadata. So post that how much time it is being taken for creation of a master data. So that trend it is showing, so that you know that whether my processes are becoming efficient or inefficient, and you can take corrective actions. So you have for example, another interesting analytics is the rejection percentage. How much percentage of total requests that are being raised, how much are getting rejected? That means that there is some problem and somebody is unnecessarily asking for materials. And what is the deadline SLA? So for example, let's say we have defined certain SLA, and at level 1, how many days the requests are being kept? At level 2, how many days requests are being kept? So for example, here we are seeing that at level 3, the requests are taking 50 days. So that means that level 3 people, we have to educate them to use this application in a nicer way, and then they have to take corrective action or they have to take action approval actions faster. Okay, so this is where, and you have drilled down, for example, you have drilled down at each level. For example, let's say against each one, you have a drill down to do further analysis. Okay, and you have as I said, that you have the notifications, support options, and as I said that we have a lot of other functionalities like as I said that defining business rules, and another functionality that we are bringing, which we will be showing in the next demo, is for example, we also have given a guide in the sense that you have, let's say, 20 mandatory fields. So system will take you from one field to another, and it will try to help you filling the data. So that is basically that functionality we are rolling out in this week. So it will be available in 1 week time, where the system will guide you filling the data. So we are trying to, in a nutshell, we are trying to make your processes efficient. We are trying to make your users' life easy. We are trying to safeguard and then bring your master data to a certain level of certain quality. We are trying to make sure that your master data is complete, is of standard quality, which is generally expected in any organization. And as I said, that we are trying to bring down the time taken for creation of master data, and we are trying to bring down the cost that you incur managing your master data. So we are focusing on time, money, and easiness which is being provided to your users. So I feel that that's it from our end, and I keep the floor open for questions. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can unmute the mic and then you can ask for questions. We can keep some 10 minutes for questions, and then we can wind up the call.
Yeah, this is the Vimal Pathak from Surya, Nepal. Hello.
Yes, Vimalji.
The question is this add-on application will work only on HANA or non-HANA system also?
It will work on ECC environment and S/4HANA environment as well.
But Fiori must be there.
Fiori must be there, but we are there for you now. Like we will be configuring Fiori. That's not an issue. That's a 2-day job for us.
Okay. And
So,
there is no different SAP licenses required for this, correct?
see, what we have done is because Fiori works as one-to-one. For example, let's say there is a user, existing SAP user. That user can be exposed towards Fiori. Okay, so let's say you have 100 licenses, then you have 100 Fiori users. So in some of the cases, let's say you are willing to you are willing to give certain applications outside to outside people. For that we can sit. We have a non-SAP team. We have an Azure team who are expert in basically doing the integrations, and we can expose certain small applications for you to be used outside by non-SAP users also. So we will take care of that. If you want to expose certain, everything cannot be taken out because it is having tight integration with SAP, but certain things definitely can be kept out. For example, let's say you wanted to like you wanted to give certain request part to an outsider. Okay, outsider is like in the sense non-SAP user. Okay, so he will just fill 2-3 details and he will submit the request. So those sort of things we can definitely think of taking it out from SAP system. But as of now, to answer your question, yes, this is built on SAP, on SAP. So SAP Fiori licenses will be required.
Okay. And how you are going to charge it? It is one-time charge or some recurring charge?
Yes, it will be one-time product and implementation together. We will charge you one-time fees, and post that, definitely, you will be trying to avail maybe AMC from us because of the reason that we have a roadmap for this application. We have to keep giving you certain updates and all those things. So definitely, I'm sure that you will be interested in taking AMC from us also. So that will be also like depending on the one-time fees, the AMC will change. Okay, so as you asked for recurring cost, the AMC will be your recurring cost. But it is not license. Okay, it's not license which basically increases. It's a one-time fees along with AMC.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Actually, I wanted to know how the long description and the split valuation are to be managed in material management.
See, then I said that like you are asking the question from the duplication check perspective.
No, not from the duplication check. Actually, the long text, what happens is like it's either in a paragraph or it's huge. So at times we have to go manually to upload the long text. So is there any way we can like upload the long text and the split valuation thing as well?
See,
Means while creating the material master.
So see, the long text, what can happen is we can give you for the long text, we can give you a what type of editor where you will be able to type easily. So for example, in UI5, we have an editor. So that editor is like it contains all the functionalities. Like you will be able to create like a Word document. Okay, so that sort of thing is already there. So we can give you that. We can send you some screenshot of the long text, how we manage in a Fiori application. So that is definitely a possibility. And, it's not like typically in SAP system, the way in which we manage long text. Here you will be getting a Word type of editor where you will be able to do anything.
Okay. And what about the split valuation thing?
A split valuation is also will also be taken care of.
How would we do that?
Like, what do you mean by how we'll do that in the sense?
Means while creating, how would we distribute into the like materials into split valuation for all the plants?
That's right. Like once our system is not having a split valuation active in our system. Once we once we activate that, that portion also will be taken care of.
Okay. Okay.
We will get in a separate call where we will activate a split valuation in our system, and we'll show you how it will work in metadata. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Our team will arrange a separate call with you, and in the case of a split valuation, we'll show you how to work, how it works.
Okay, so thanks so much.
Thank you. And any other question?
Yes, sir. I found out.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So while creating a material, it will be extended to the multiple plans. The same way it can be possible to extend to the multiple storage locations.
See, this entire, again, I'm saying that this entire solution is built on top of SAP. So the way in which standard SAP system works, okay, so a standard SAP system obviously have the option of accommodating multiple storage locations. So that will be taken care here also. What we are doing here is we are trying to bring the entire creation process outside to SAP system, from SAP system, so that it is not loosely opened. Okay, so we are taking it out, and then we are giving so that duplication check is being followed, so that workflow is being followed, so that you have complete visibility that how and when it is getting created, and you are making sure that all the business rules are adhered to. So that is where we are bringing the process out, right? So typically a master data management solution offers that. So anything, just for example, all the storage locations for one plant will be taken care of. So you will be able to create master data, at for multiple plants and for multiple storage locations. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So any other question? If in case, because time is limited, so we are basically hurrying up. But our team, to those people who have raised their questions, our team will definitely get in touch with you, and we can get in a separate call also if still you are not convinced with the answers, right? So any other questions that we have? Okay, so if we don't have any questions, so can we wrap up the call?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I think we should wrap up.
So thank you to all past participants. Our team will be in touch with you for any other questions or any other requirements. And we are a company expert in SAP Fiori applications also. So our team will be, in touch with you. And then thank you for spending such precious time with us, and we really value and appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time.